Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Blindly Plays Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies. Today, we're hearing more testimony. I admit, I was the first one on the scene after the explosion, but there was no bloody writing there at that time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Arm could have written it. She struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. So you're saying the victim's body was nowhere near the writing? Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it. Is it true that the body was discovered near the entrance of the courtroom? Please have a look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there are blood on the rubble near the victim's body. She must have died after hitting her head there. Okay. I see. All right, then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Yeah, one second, I want to look at that picture. That is a dead body. All right. Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart? I mean, yeah, probably. I am mostly just going to press you until you say something stupid. Oh, right, I only have 1 health left. Why were you the first person on the scene? To secure the area. It is regulation for a bomb disposal specialist to enter first. In other words, you had the opportunity to alter the bloody writing then, didn't you? Well... Objection! Mr. Wright, please don't interrupt. Mr. Tonate is about to give testimony that will show you how wrong your reasoning really is. Darn, I think he was just about to say something interesting, too. When I entered in and saw the aftermath, well, it was quite the disaster. Okay. You speed up a little bit, dog. You were able to tell this even with those goggles on. With these goggles, there is no way I could have missed something like that. I can see quite well with them. In fact, I can see every hair on your spiky head. Oh, and you have a few grays, Mr. Wright. What? Poor Mr. Wright, always working so hard keeping your office together. Wait a minute, I don't have any gray hairs. Just kidding. Objection! Don't make fun of me! I object to the witness's attempt to prematurely give me gray hairs. Mr. Tonate, this court frowns upon untoward comments of persons' hairs, or lack thereof. And isn't that a great wave of sorrow coming from the judge? My apologies, Your Honor. May I please continue my testimony? Was there another character that had a robot voice, that I gave a robot voice to? In Phoenix Wright. I know there was other series, but anyways. If she didn't write it, then who do you propose did? Mr. Justice, of course. Just before dying, he wrote the name of his attacker, Juniper Woods. He's not dead. I found a message from your poor subordinate. Poor Mr. Justice. I'm starting to get all misty-eyed. Paul's not dead, folks. Hey, so, how can you be so sure it wasn't Detective Arm who wrote the message? It is very simple. She had struck her head on the rubble. Oh, it's still testimony. Do you imagine she was thrown back by the force of the blast? A bomb can inflict damage not only from the explosion itself, but also substantial secondary damage from the blast wind. The bombs unfortunately hit her head on some rubble. It's stated in our autopsy report as well. Cause of death, trauma to the back of the head. The autopsy report. I better take another look at that. Alright. Yeah, that's a dead body. Trauma to the back of the head by impact of a flat object. That's not flat. That's the edge of an object. Now, do you see? Detective Arms could not have written that message. The reason for that being... Press? Hold it! I should probably present the autopsy report there, on the last one. It isn't possible she could have crawled to the area of the bloody message. If that were true, then how did she return to the spot near the entrance? Consistency! Maybe she crawled back after writing it? Hey, did this guy just me? Would you like to get down on the floor and give us a demonstration of your theory? Huh, oh, no, thank you. Huh, the victim's body and the writing are several yards away from each other. There's no way she could reach it. Unless she was Stretch Armstrong. Quite the conundrum. Oh, I gave you a fucking robot voice. That means something is off somewhere. There must be a contradiction. Huh, maybe the body was moved. But that doesn't explain how blood got into the rubble. Wait a minute, isn't there supposed to be a button I could press to get you, like, to say something? It said why, right? I don't think I've seen that. What if it was done by the real culprit after the fact? If that's the case, then something about this might contradict the evidence we have. So, present autopsy report?
Objection!
You're a terrible liar, Mr. Tonate. Take a look at this autopsy, specifically the part about Detective Arm's head injury. Cause of death, trauma to the back of the head caused by an impact with a flat object. Yes, what about it? Now take a look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed. Oh, fuck, what the fuck? Hey, you're right, boss, it is pointy. Just like you're here. That is odd, isn't it? What could be the meaning of this contradiction? I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble. The bloodstain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance. Are you claiming the culprit moved the victim's body? That's exactly what I'm claiming. The victim hit her head on some other location, most likely on the floor or some other flat surface. And this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found. In that case, he definitely could have written the message. Your Honor, I have the results of the bloodstain analysis. Yes, very good. Let's take a look. According to the report, the message was written in Detective Arm's blood. And as the defense claims, only part of the message was added afterwards. Were written in Mr. Justice's part. I fucking butchered that, huh? And as the defense claims, only part of the message that were added after were written in Mr. Blood's. Jesus Christ, Mr. Justice's blood. Alright, well, still fucked it up either way. It would appear that the defense assertion is correct after all. Alright. So, is this an update? No, it's new. Yes! We did it! You were right, boss! Alright. Analysis definitely proves the blood was writing of the writing to be the victim can disarm. 27. However, the lines that were added were later found and written in the blood of Apollo Justice. Age 23. Now I have to drive it home. But I can't drive! I'll have to go take a look at the bloody writing. I'll have to take a look. No, I just looked at it. What do you mean? I mean, it's everything we said. They even get the ages. I don't even know why we need the ages here. I think it's just a professional thing. Alright. Tonate, it's now apparent that you have told several lies in this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself. Dots? Fine, I will confess. You will? But then why are you so calm? This time, I will tell the truth. The truth? Probably not. It is true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote L10015R. I was shocked, but I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Arm must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad. I see. So it is your assertion that you merely moved the body, is that it? That is correct. I did not kill Detective Arm. Oh, well, if that's all you did, then... Wait a minute. That in and of itself is a criminal act. Glad to see you finally crossed that finish line, Your Honor. Very well, then. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. How much time can you get for... messing with a crime scene? How much jail time could you get for tampering with crime scene? Oh, really? That's not that much. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, because that's the fucking Google AI bullshit. How long sentence for tampering? 5 years. Up to 5 years in California prison. Okay. A year or up to 5 years. Okay, so from a year to 5 years, maybe, depending on, I guess, the amount of tampering, or this one says 6 months and a fine of $1,000 in county jail too. So it's not like it's, you know, it's not like it's gonna be that bad. I mean, it's not gonna be great, but it's not gonna be that bad in comparison to where you could go. So you admit you actually did see the bloody writing that Detective Arm left. My bad. I should have said so from the outset. You sure it was your ID number? I am sure. It was definitely my ID number. That number was assigned exclusively to me by the police department. That number is assigned to my goggles as well. So those funky things were provided by the police department. Ow. They stretch my eye out, although these are special goggles customized by me personally. Speaking of personalized, these sunglasses of mine were custom made as well. They were specially created to be particularly dark and shiny. Speaking of special, my gavel is made of mahogany, and it was custom made as well. Mahogany. It was specifically created to make a particularly loud and resonating sound. Wish I had something to brag about. Be all that as it may, I just want to reconfirm you saw the bloody writing clearly, and that it was your ID number. That is correct. My ID number was written in blood on the floor. Okay.
Hold it!
Why would she? Well, because she thought, hell yeah, that. And it was written after the bomb went off in the courtroom. Correct. I didn't know why she would write it, so it sent me into a panic. I mean, realistically, if that was true, I can understand if you panicked a bit, but obviously it's not true, right? I mean, you probably panicked, sure, that she wrote the number, but you kind of did it, right? So, yeah. Sounds like you were kind of tizzy. If I were in his shoes, I guess I would have psyched myself out too. Can't imagine coming across a message Cykes written in blood. If I saw gasp and paid written in blood, I'd certainly make me gasp. Rest assured, Mr. Tonate, I understand how you must have felt. And so you discover your ID number written in the blood of the scene, and... That is right. I saw it with my own eyes. It's very clearly said my number. You don't want to say that number constantly? No, not really.
Hold it!
Didn't you? The victim may have special knowledge of who the bomber was. I have no idea what thoughts Detective Arm may have had inside her head, aside from a rock. It's not like I ever dismantled her mind to check. Mr. Wright, if you have suspicions about the witness, let's hear your proof, or see your proof. Evidence is everything in the court of law. Even school children know that. As we learned in your other game. How many years has it been a defense attorney now? Cut me some slack, will you? It took 8 of those years off. Actually, that's true. Yeah, actually, you were retired for 8 years, right? Trucy was what, 7? And then she was 15? Yeah. Maybe 14. I don't think she was 16. I mean, I guess she would be 16 now, right? If this took place a year after. Don't feel bad, boss. You just get your attorney's badge back, after all. In that sense, you're still more of a beginner than I am. I suppose I should be thankful you're not a licensed psychologist. Mr. Tonate, please continue your testimony. With pleasure. My ID number was left at the scene, but... Oh, we still get 2 more. Okay, I thought this was going to be the last one. If I'm mistaken, do you mean you had nothing to do with the explosion? That is correct. That is why I was so shocked when I saw my ID number. The victim may have suspected Mr. Tonate for no reason other than the fact that, as the bomb specialist, he was in charge of the bomb. In other words, a false accusation. It's vocational discrimination, I say. I do not support discrimination of any kind. Well spoken, Your Honor. If the victim had been found to be killed by a gavel, Mr. Bluesuit over there probably would have pinned the crime on you. He would? Well, that just wouldn't do. Mr. Wright, if you dare try to pin anything on me, I will find you in contempt of court. I never even tried to harm a strand on your beard, Your Honor. Well said, Mr. Payne, because I am so closely associated with bombs. I was afraid I would be prosecuted if anyone saw the bloody writing. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You probably would have been.
Hold it!
You didn't think to clean away the bloody writing? I didn't have time. By the time I found the message, the blood was already dry. The police were waiting just outside for me to secure the room, and I still had to move the body. I was in a panic. My visor is sweating. With no time to spare, I temporarily covered the writing with my case. Didn't you think the police would find it during their investigation? Regulation stipulates only specialists may touch transport case. Because of the danger you see, I thought I would clean up the writing once they were finished. My bad. My bad? Does he really think it'll just magically smooth everything over? This guy is something else. I don't believe Detective Arm's dying message was just a mistake. He won't wriggle out of this one out of this that easily. Jesus Christ. What did Mr. Tonate see when he first discovered the bloody writing? There has to be a contradiction hidden in the testimony somewhere. I mean, I would imagine. It's true the detective wrote my number. She's plainly wrote that. I was shocked. I did not detonate the bomb. I did not. Must have been mistaken. I don't know. I feel like I mean the attack on Apollo comes into play here, right? But are you still saying Woods did it? Why would Woods do that and then write her no name in it? I don't know. I'm probably gonna get another game over, but I think there was a comment saying just to retry the scene. I'm assuming I get full health of that. Well, let's present this.
Objection!
And get a game over. I don't see any particular problem with this evidence. Oops, I got it wrong. Yeah, alright. So, see no need to further prolong this trial. Defense case is insufficient. Can I just speed through this, please? No. 2 game overs on the first goddamn case. My God. That is insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Well, you're just not that good at Chronos. I did fantastic last game. What are you talking about? I do get full health. All right. Oh. No, okay. No. I guess I can just go read through the presses again. See if I'm missing anything. Was it here you were like I gotta remember something. I don't know. What am I missing here? I guess I'm gonna go through the presses again, see if I am missing something. Yeah, alright, I'll be right back. I don't know. It has to be. Honestly, it has to be here, right? Because it says woods. You changed it and you hit him in the head, right? So, yeah, let's try it.
Objection!
Oh, okay, music stuff. Good. I sat there for a while just looking at everything, and I honestly, like, I was still not really sure that was going to work. I just want to make doubly sure that L10015R is really what you saw written in the blood. Yes, it very clearly says that. But that's odd, because that's not what I see.
Objection!
What on earth are you babbling on about now? Wasn't it you who claimed the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place? Take a look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. Now tell me, does this really say L10015R? Ow. Eep! Something is missing, isn't it? And that something is the final R. Oh, is that what we're going with there? I mean, you're right. But I thought we were going to go with the fact that he hit Apollo in the head and put woods there. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Tonate? Oh, right. Now I remember. There was no R on the end. It was just a slip of the finger. My bad. Come back, my beautiful contradiction. Mr. Wright, I'm not sure if I was just a simple slip of the finger. You have something for me, Athena? I sense that he's extremely agitated, almost panicked. You think? He's chewing on wires. He does look pretty flustered. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake. I don't know about that. Well, look at the fucking photo! There's a fucking missing letter there. Did you really just make a typo? No! What about that R? Did Mr. Tonate really see it? He actually saw it. Maybe Mr. Tonate really did see the R, but there's no R anywhere in the bloody writing except for that partial R at the end that's taken out of the floor. Huh? Now that I think take another good look at this photo, I think I maybe... That's it! What's it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to imitate Apollo in his cores of steel? I've got it. So that's what happened. A slip of the finger. Is that really all it was? Because I don't think it was. I propose that Mr. Nate really did see the letter R. But the photo clearly shows that there is no R except for that one spot that looks like there was an R. No, Your Honor. Actually, just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Nate actually could have seen the R. If you're going to make this claim, then you better be able to point out what you mean. Okay. Do we need glasses here? I think we need glasses. Y'all need glasses.
Take that!
Please look here to the right of the 5. Do you see a little bit of red? Oh, I see it. Just on the edge of where the floor is broken up. That's the R that Mr. Tonate saw.
Objection!
It's true that the witness wears very, very odd goggles, but that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, nor his brain power. What part of this little smudge looks like an R to you?
Objection!
But what Mr. Tonate saw wasn't that little smudge. There was a whole and complete R written there. Before the floor was damaged by the explosion. Well, that explain... Huh? Can't explain what you mean? Because, you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order. Yep, because that's the way it really went down. The timing of when the R was written turns everything about this case around. Now then, if the floor was damaged by the explosion, when was the message written? Before the explosion? With the bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that, we can only conclude that it was written before the explosion. But that's ridiculous. If it were true, it overturns your own premise. And that's right. It does. In fact, it turns everything upside down. The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever took place. What? What? Okay. So what, he killed her in the courtroom? Or like, did he bring her into the courtroom? Order! Order in the court! What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion?
Objection!
True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way, it could be made to look like she was the victim of the blast. What? It sounds like we had a better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Alm before the trial? Let's see. According to the police report... here it is. One person. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was... Tonate. Wait, what? No one besides Mr. Tonate saw the victim. That appears to be the case, Your Honor. Oh, shit. I would now ask the court to recall something, specifically Mr. Tonate's words from yesterday. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. Oh my. Mr. Tonate, just before the trial, you were the victim. What? You were with the victim. Yeah, you weren't the victim, you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime, courtroom number 4. Gibberish. Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Tonate. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial. Mr. Tonate, your testimony, please. My testimony? There is no need for blah. He's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. You must have hit the nail on the head. Because all I did was trample the bomb into the courtroom. I already told you. You whatever. Yeah, blast this thing. I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of my work. I swear I was only transporting the bomb there.
Objection!
You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not?
Objection!
Tisk tisk. Do you always leave yourself as so open to attacks, Mr. Wright? Yes. What now, Mr. Payne? Yes, Mr. Tonate may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Arm, but an important piece of your assertion is missing. What important piece? The murder weapon. What do you claim? Was used to kill the victim? Mr. Payne has a point. Even if Mr. Tonate had a chance, without a weapon, we can't accuse him of the crime. Well, unless we had more evidence, I guess. But still, well, Mr. Tonate. Oh, yes, that's right. I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly kill Detective Arm. Did he really have nothing he could use as a murder weapon? What is it, Athena? Just looking at the victim's autopsy report, I'm hoping there's something in there that could point us in the right direction. Flat object? 8 and 11 p.m.? When did the bomb go off? Well, it says she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object. Yeah, and to inflict that specific kind of damage or injury, all you would need is a flat surface, right? A heavy, blunt object with a flat surface would definitely be our murder weapon. Well, Mr. Wright, can you indicate for the court what was used to kill Detective Arm? I believe I can. Believe being the key word here. You can? Then please do so now. What did Mr. Tonate have that could have been used as the weapon? The bomb is flat. And it's 12 fucking pounds. Smash your head against that, it's flat. Use the controller, it's flat. I'm gonna try the bomb though, because it seems more obvious.
Take that!
Mr. Tonate, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon, but in fact, you had the perfect thing. What? What the devil are you talking about? You had this. That's the bomb. I thought you were trying to prove that the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast. The bomb blast, no, but I believe Candace's arm was killed with the bomb. Because this is the blunt object that delivered the fatal blow to her head. Yeah! Please recall the description of Detective Arm's head wound. Trauma to the back of the head caused by impact with a flat object. We assume the injury was sustained when her head hit the floor. But the blow from any flat side of this bomb could produce the same exact same wound pattern. Gah. What's with him? And show me some proof. Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb? He's right. I don't have anything decisive. Did you find any of the victim's blood on the bomb? Where's that decisive proof? But too bad, the bomb blown to bit. It's long gone. Boom! Game over, yeah. Mr. Wright, is there really nothing on the bomb? Is there really nothing on the bomb in the photo? Oh, there's a cracked screen. I don't see any blood or anything. I see a cracked screen. Wait, the time display is a little broken here. Maybe it broke when it made contact with Detective Tom's head. That's definitely a distinct possibility. Once we find a fragment with the victim's blood on it, it's not going to count. I guess you're right. By setting off the bomb, Tonate managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? At times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things a different way. Instead of looking for the things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide. Tonate murdered Detective Arm before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off. Oh shit, can we look in the case? Which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. There was, yeah, the body. And I think I have just the thing, the case. Timer sent the photo that shows exactly what, the photo? That... He had to hide the body, right? I thought you were gonna ask me where he hid the body, but no. I'm assuming the case, by the way. Here?
Take that!
Your Honor, there's something we've been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Tonate would have had to hide the body somewhere during the trial. Hey, you're right! If we can figure out where the hiding place was... Exactly. We might be able to find some evidence that can pin him down. So where could Mr. Tonate have hidden the body during the trial? Here.
Take that!
Okay, I was gonna say, you haven't been turning up the music when I got things right. It's been kind of fucking with me. Wait, a box big enough for a body, a box that was in the courtroom the whole time, a box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Mr. Tonate. What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me? No, you're the one who's gonna show it to me. Come again? I'll come as much as you want. You heard me. Now show me what's inside that bomb transport case. What? Why? No, there's no need. I've got him now. Just before the trial, you killed the victim with a blunt object. And then you placed her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly, you're trying to make it look like she died in the explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial? Oh, I had thought about that. The answer's right there! Inside the box made of thick alloy plating that can withstand any impact. No, that's, completely false. But like, straight up though, why isn't this thing like... It can survive impact, sure, but if it was in an explosion, there would be some, like, smoke, debris, scratches, dust, something. Smudges? I don't know. It's clearly false. If it's false, you should have no objection to showing us your transport case. If you got nothing to hide, then you can let me search your trunk, right? So, let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we? Just like 5 heads in there. Let's not. Not if you value your life. What's he up to now? Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes. What? Huh? I repeat, this HH-3000 will detonate in 5 minutes. What's going on? Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off. Mr. Tonate, are you threatening me? He. I am the only one who can disable this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me. But Mr. Tonate, didn't you just say that it's just a training model, a fake to practice, son? I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the HH-3000. But the HH-3000 was used to blow up courtroom number 4, wasn't it? How do you know it was the real HH-3000 that blew up courtroom number 4? Huh? The bomb that blew up the courtroom was a different one. One that I made. What? Then are we to take that as a confession on your part? Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH-3000 out of the stuffed animal and put my own bomb in it. That was the bomb that exploded and destroyed courtroom number 4. Mr. Tonate, please be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that? Oh wait, no. For some reason I thought you were laughing. The HH-3000 is so unique, I had never seen anything like it. It is so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism, so I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH-3000 in there? I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal to check. So there really is a possibility the bomb was switched out. No, not a possibility, a certainty. I did it. So we had the real bomb with him this whole time. You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time. Bailiff, handcuff him and then handcuff the bomb onto him. And then we can all leave. Order in the car. I'm out of here. It's gonna blow. Run! You 4 are still here? Well, aren't you brave? It just would do for the judge presiding over this court to run. But that horrible explosion the other day. Judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. As for Mr. Payne... that is... Ah! And he's off. Mr. Wright, what do we do? It's pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it? But the bomb might really go off. Only 3 more minutes, folks. What if I stay here? Oh, it's automatic. Is that bomb really the H3000? What should I do? Run like a yellow-bellied chicken. Stand my ground. I can't run now. Well, it's been fun, but I really will be going now. With my dear HH3000, naturally. Oh, and by the way, I would advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, this bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate on spot. Farewell.
Hold it!
Yeah, hold it. You're not going anywhere, Tonate. Oh? Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. The bomb is a fake. Are you sure, Mr. Wright? Huh. More of your famous bluffing. Even at the risk of your own life. Mr. Wright, none of your bluffing now. Not at a time like this. Lives are on the line here. I'm not bluffing, and I have proof. You do? Yeah, of course. I always have proof. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tonate is not, Mr. Tonate bomb is not the real HH-3000. Really? Out with it then, immediately. Where is the proof that, oh, it's because it's cracked? It's cracked. Probably because it's cracked. Yes. The display for the timer on the bomb in the photo is broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tonate used the bomb to attack Detective Arm. But the display on the bomb in front of us is not broken. Oh, you're right. Therefore, this is not the real HH-3000. Mr. Tonate clearly lying when he said he switched out the bomb in the stuffed animal. The real HH-3000 blew up in courtroom number 4. The bomb is nothing more than a fake, a model used for training purposes. Yeah. Fear not, Your Honor. I will examine the inside of the bomb case myself. Yes, please do, Mr. Wright. No! Stop! What is that? Is that a blood stain? As I expected. Your lies have been blown to bits, Mr. Tonate. I'm confident DNA analysis on this bloodstain will confirm that it's Detective Arm's blood, and that those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Arm. Ooh. How about it, Mr. Tonate? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence? Dismantle it? You're too late. You missed your chance to run, so now you're out of time. This HH-3000 is about to explode. Don't try to threaten us with a good time, Mr. Tonate. I've already proved that your bomb is a fake. It's real. This bomb is the real thing, I tell you. That's why I'm chewing on it. It's real. Mad Bomber Party of 1. There was no time left. It's gonna blow. I have to disarm it. I have to take it apart. I have to dismantle anything. I can dismantle anything. I can take apart evidence. I can take apart bombs. I can dismantle it all. Dismantle, 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 dismantle. Is that how you usually do it with your teeth? You just bite it? I made it. Broke your jaw. Oh, fuck. Game over. Dismantle attempt failed. Do you have glass in your eyes, man? Ha ha ha, it's all over. My life has been blown to pieces. Oh yeah, you did it to yourself. It's all that stupid woman's fault. How? I was selling the bombs I disarmed on the Black Market. That's still your fault. When I tried to take this one, she just had to notice, didn't she? She confronted me in the courtroom number 4 on that day. That's why I had no choice. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. It's all her fault. While I was looking for a place to hide her body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean up. And now all of this. I thought for sure I could disguise her death with the explosion. Then that stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose in my business. And after my testimony yesterday, I went to courtroom number 4 and found that the kid all up in my bomb transport case. That's when I snuck up behind him and bam! And when that idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could pin it on her. Why? Oh, why? Why did this happen to a great person like me? Tonate, you are hereby under arrest on suspicion of courtroom bombing and the assault on Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial. Now then, I see the members of the public have returned to the gallery. One person, however, seems to still be running far, far away. Be that as it may, I will now announce Ms. Juniper Woods' verdict. Whoa! Go me! Let's go huff some paint, Juniper! So fucking good. Court is adjourned. Oh, man. You did it, boss! Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow. So many mysteries cleared up at once. It's amazing. It sort of worked out that way, didn't it? That's not the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way that means, and the way that mean old prosecutor hightailed out of there, that was great. Mr. Wright, Athena, thank you so much for saving everything you did for me. I'm so happy for you, Junie. Now you can go back home to the forest in peace. I hope that both of you will come visit me there someday. That would be nice, I guess. Thank you for the invitation. Huh. I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not sure you can make it all the way up to Junie's house. How high up do you live, Junie? Around 3,000 feet, I think. What? That's no forest. That's a space station. And a mountain. But you know, boss, there's something that still bothers me about this case. One little mystery we never got around to solving. Oh, yeah? Oh, that? Yeah, I was wondering about that, too. This is... the remote? What? If I get this wrong, I want to get it right, so I'll just reload. Is it the remote?
Take that!
The remote switch, right? Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Tonate just got rid of it somewhere. Yeah, it is a pretty big thing to leave unsolved, though. Let's leave it up to the police to find. For now, we should be celebrating our not guilty verdict. I guess you're right. Hey, I know, Junie. Shall we go report the good news? You know, to that certain someone. Okay. Huh? Her grandmother? No, silly, to Apollo. Oh, right. Well, anyways, why don't we all go to the hospital together to see him? Great idea. I bet he's bored out of his mind. Just cuts to Apollo, fucking like eyes wide open, mouth agape, drooling in a hospital bed. Okay. And so the courtroom bombing case has come to a close. But the next trial was just over the horizon. There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office. That's for sure. Apollo Justice, Athena Cykes, and me, Phoenix Wright. Between the three of us, there's no case we can't solve. When our powers combine, we are Captain Planet. At least, that's what I believed. Oh, are we gonna lose a case? I feel like we're gonna lose a case. But all of that changed with what Apollo said to us that day. It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test. What? Are we not gonna go to a continue? Oh, hi.
Sorry, but I need a
Trucy!
leave of absence.
Wait, what do you mean by a leave?
Can you at least give me a reason why?
I just got my head caved in, man.
I say that this is something I must settle on my own.
Can you put your coat on to be like right? How have they not roped this area off
Apollo,
and like started building this
why are
place?
you shutting us out?
To be continued? What happened to you, Apollo? Ever since you put that jacket on, you've changed. Oh my fucking god. What are we, middle school? And now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning to the day I first met you. We had tackled our first case together, he and I, this past spring. And now, as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks. It was a very peculiar case, whatever. One in which the victim was killed by a mystical creature. What the what? End. You want me to press a button? No, okay, we're good. Save? Absolutely, hey, an achievement. All right, that is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time when we go to the next case. Bye.